welcome back to Dirtbike Magazine's video series PREMIX, where it's all two-strokes all the time. Today we're giving you an exclusive look at our KTM 200 project with the crew over at Seat Concepts. Now when it comes to the perfect CC size for off-road two-strokes, most people will argue that the 300cc is the ultimate size. But there is a specific, let's say, cult following for the 200cc, and the 200cc KTM has all of those people. Add in the fact that KTM stopped producing that motorcycle in 2016, just as they came out with an electric start for the bike, it fuels the desire for this motorcycle. So we hooked up with the guys at Seat Concepts, Lendon Smith and his partner, and decided to build a modern version of the KTM 200 and make it off-road worthy. We started off with a KTM 125 SX chassis and then went on the search for a 200cc motor. We found it. It was found on the shelf of a local dealer and it came equipped with an electric start. So then dropping this into 125cc two-stroke chassis, thought it would be a no-brainer because it's another two-stroke chassis, but there was all kinds of stuff that had to be done. Basically the lower engine cradle had to be completely reconfigured. A lot of the stuff did kind of flow together, like the air box and the air boot. This has a Lectron carburetor on it because we bought the engine without a carburetor. We wanted to keep the engine primarily stock, so the only major modification that was done to it was the installation of a Casey Manning from RK Tech did some internal head modifications, but other than that, it's completely stock. Like we said before, the chassis was highly modified. Tom Fleming from TF Racing did the suspension, installing a Designworks Ray kit in the fork, making to where it's essentially a spring fork now, and then did his modifications to the shock, matching the fork modification. At first glance, it looks like this bike rolled straight off the KTM assembly line, and that's what Lendon and his crew at Seat Concepts was going for. They wanted something that was a little bit more of a sleeper, that there wasn't all the bling and stuff that we normally do on a project bike, and we think they killed it. Other companies that supplied bolt-on items for this build include Designworks, IMS, FMF, Lectron, TM Designworks, Moto Billet, and of course, Seat Concepts. So we've had a few days to test this motorcycle, and everybody that has come off the bike has come off with huge smiles on their face. This bike is flat out a blast to ride. We still don't understand why KTM stopped making this model, but now might be a time to bring this thing back because everybody loved it. It's a fun bike to ride. It's really flickable. The guys from TF Racing did a phenomenal job on the suspension. It fits a wide variety of riders. The power is great. The electric start is great. The only problem we have with this bike is that the guys at Seat Concepts are gonna want it back, and we don't want to give it back to them. So this bike might just disappear. So all kidding aside, Lendon Smith at Seat Concepts plans on riding this bike a lot. If you're in the Idaho area, you'll probably see this bike ripping around the trails, and then you might even see it at some national enduros later on this year. For the in-depth specs and the complete test on this motorcycle, check out the July issue of Dirtbike Magazine, or head over to dirtbikemagazine.com for the latest in off-road and motocross news. Before you take off, check out these two-stroke off-road videos, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button to stay up to date on all the latest releases.